Okay, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is, and as promised from yesterday, this is a video on how to run a Eberspacher airtronic D2 off a cheap Chinese controller box. Right, this is the controller here. This is what died on mine, on my airtronic. And so I looked at buying a new one for it, but it was like 300 quid plus, so that didn't happen. This was, I think this was a tenner off eBay. It's off one of them Chinese cheap diesel heaters, and I thought, I wonder if it'll work. Well, the answer to that is yes. Right, what I've done is, it's simple. I mean, it's not good. I mean, this is just a temporary mock-up, bodge-up sort of thing of the actual controller unit. What I've done, I've had to take the plugs off this glow plug. I mean, you can buy a Chinese glow plug which will fit in here, which is what this is. This is a cheap Chinese glow plug, which is about 15 quid, I think, because that's what I thought the problem was originally, but it wasn't. It was the ECU. So I changed that, cut the plugs off, put the wires on, and this here is a pain in the arse to get off, but there you go. So what I've done, just push the wires on there onto the, let's take the whole thing off, sorry, come off. I think there's, yep, that's all connected. Well, that is the cheap Chinese controller, 10 quid, eBay. So what I've done is I've just wired it up as best as I know how to. What you've got, that's the temperature sender unit there, which goes to that there. So all the writing on there is in Chinese, so you can't bloody decipher it unless you can read Chinese. That one there is for the glow pin. The two outers, there's 4 pins on there, as you can see. The two outer ones go to them 2 connectors there, which connect straight into that glow plug, and the motor likewise connects to the 2 outers there. Now this one here, the end one, is negative. Got to get that right, because otherwise the motor will spin backwards and it won't work. That one there is negative. That one there on the end, the other side, is the positive, and these are the motor wires there. See, I've just pulled them off. It's just a quick bodge up to get it to run, which I didn't, because I didn't think it was going to work. I thought it was going to blow up or smoke or do something, but it didn't. It did actually run, and it ran well. It ran as good as it did when it had the Eberspacher controller on it. So that's how I've done it, and what I've got here is the original plug for the Chinese controller, which is that there. So everything, all the electronics on this now are being controlled by the cheap Chinese heater, which fits perfectly with the original Eberspacher one. It's a bit wider, but it does fit. The case does go over it with no rubbing. What you've got to watch is this. Is on these, there's one magnet in here, and the centre of the magnet is on this side. When you look from the front, from the air intake, it's on the left. The magnet passes through. There's a little Hall effect sensor in there. The magnet has to pass that, otherwise it doesn't know how fast the motor's going. It'll throw up an error. I think it's an EO6. So when you put it on, see the hole there, line that up slightly, skew it towards the fan, then it'll be okay. But I mean, if you've got a dead Eberspacher D2, I think it'd probably work on a D4 as well, because with these you can set up the different frequency of the pump and the motor speed, so you can fine tune it to get it to run as you want it to run, which is what I've done with this one. I've had to modify a few settings in there, but it ran, but I just wanted to make sure it was all good. So if you've got a dead Eberspacher, which the controller has got, and you've priced up a new controller and you fell over, then this is how to get round it. And it works well. I mean, I'm amazed that nobody else seems to have tried this yet. So if you go into eBay, look up cheap Chinese controllers, you'll come up with these. They're about between 10 and 15 quid. Some idiots are trying to sell them for 40 and 50 quid, which I don't think they're going to sell many at that price. But yeah, that is probably roughly a tenner, 10 quid, 12 quid, $15, $20 if you're in the States. But there you go. Now what you need is that controller, which comes with this wire already on it, and then you will need, if you haven't already got one, is that, which I think that is about the same, about 15 to 25 quidish, which is all your controller. You set your temperature, your pump speeds. I mean, you know how to get into these, or there are videos on how to get into these and get the Suki code. The code is 1688. It's not wired up now, so I can't show it yet, but that's how you set your pump frequencies, your fan speeds, your voltage. You can have it 12 or 24. Oh, by the way, if you try to set that on 24 with a 12 volt glow pin, it won't work. It'll come up with an error. It'll run, everything will run, and it will click and say, no, that's a 12 volt glow pin. I'm not going to work. So you need a 24 volt glow pin. Yeah, there you go. So if you've got one of these and you don't want to throw it away, that's how to fix it. I hope people watch this, and I hope I get a lot of subscribers for this, because I know there are quite a few people who've got these, which are dead, and they've priced up the controller, and so they do not want to pay 250, 300 plus quid for that unit there, which you can get off eBay for a tenner, which absolutely astounded me that it worked. But it does, and it works well. So what I'm saying, don't throw your heater away. Don't buy a new heater. 30 quid, $40, $50. You can fix it, have it back up and running. Bang, job's a good one. Save yourself an absolute fortune. So there you go. Anyway, if you like the video, subscribe, you know the rest, and I will see you in the next video. Cheerio, happy fixing, bye bye.